Hi everybody, today I'm going to talk and narrate the history of music. Yes, music is very powerful and I believe it's like the biggest force of healing. It just, it's the best medicine, music. So the history of music, a concise overview brought to you by X. Music is one of humanity's oldest art forms. Its history spans over 40,000 years and every culture on Earth. Below is a clear chronological summary of the major periods and turning points. Prehistoric and ancient music, 14,000 before Christ to 500 after Christ. For 40,000 years before Christ, oldest known instruments: bone flutes, found in Germany, Hohlefels, and Slovenia. Ancient civilizations: Mesopotamia, Egypt, India, China, Greece. Music tied to ritual, work, and storytelling. Early notation appears in Mesopotamia, 2000 years before Christ, in China, 1200 years before Christ. Greece, Pythagoras discovers mathematical ratios in music intervals. Highlight. Um, Models and the concept of ethos, music affecting character. Mhm. India, Vedic chants, development of raga systems still used today. Medieval era, 500 to 14,000 after Christ. Gregorian chant, plain chant. Monophonic, anachem, medieval era, 500 to 14,000 before Christ. Gregorian chant, plain chant. Monophonic, unaccompanied sacred song in Latin, named after Pope Gregory the First, through codifier later. Parenthesis. The Gregorian chant is very beautiful. I sometimes listen to Gregorian chants on YouTube, and especially on Sundays. And the Gregorian chants have this echo in the music that allows you to be very like sunshine, glowing, happy, a very happy energy. Closing parenthesis. 9th to 10th century, first polyphonic organ appears in Western Europe. 11th to 13th century, Notre Dame School, Léonin and Perrotin develops measured rhythm and early polyphony. Oh my god, allergies. Secular music, troubadours, troubadours, like the one in Hollywood, troubadours, trouvères and minstrels in France, Minnesänger in Germany. Mm. Guido d'Arezzo, 1991 1013, invents modern staff notation and solfège. U, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Renaissance. Polyphony reached peak with composers like Josquin des Prez, Palestrina, Byrd, and Lassus. Printing of music. Mm. Octaviano Petrucci spreads chords widely. Rise of instrumental music and madrigals. Secular vocals pieces often about love. Humanism. Music reflects clearer text and emotional expression. It's parentheses. It's like if the evolution of music is also helping humans evolve within communication and express more acute feelings and emotions. Parentheses. Baroque era, 1600 to 1750. Birth of opera. Monteverdi's L'Orfeo. First grade opera. Major forms appear: concerto, sonata, fugue, suite, oratorio. Virtuosity in ornamentation: basso continuo, harpsichord, cello. Giants: J.S. Bach, I love Bach, Handel, Vivaldi, Scarlatti, Rameau, and Purcell. Equal temperament becomes widespread, enabling all keys. Classical era, 1750–1820. Emphasis on clarity, balance, and form. Sonata form, symphony, string, quartet. Patronage shifts from church aristocracy toward public concertos. Haydn, father of the symphony, Mozart, early Beethoven, piano replaces harpsichord as a main keyboard instrument. Romantic era, 1820–1900s. Emotion and individualism dominate. Mhm. Larger orchestras, extreme dynamics, chromatic harmony. Colors, 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 colors. Program music list Berlioz. Nationalist music: Chopin, Tchaikovsky, Dvorak. Greek, Wagnerian music, drama. Virtuoso performance: Paganini, violin, Liszt, piano. Okay, piano. Late Romantic: Mahler, Richard Strauss, and early Schoenberg. Schoenberg. 20th century explosion of styles: 1890s, 1910s. Impressionism: Debussy, Ravel. Whole tone scales, blurred harmony. 1908, 1920. Atonality and Second Viennese School, Schoenberg, Berg, Weber. 1920s, 1930s, Neoclassicism. Neoclassicism. Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Hint, Emil. Jazz. Jazz, born in 1900s in New Orleans. New Orleans. And jazz, born in 1900 in New Orleans. Swing, bebop, cool jazz, free jazz. Beautiful. Blues, rock and roll, 1950s. Rock, pop, metal, hip hop, electronic. Recording technology, 78 RPM. From LP, CD, now streaming. Completely changes how music is consumed. Mhm. Minimalism, bright glass atoms from the 1960s onwards. Spectral music, electronic, computer generated, and global fusion styles. 21st century, 2000s up until today. Streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube dominate distribution. K-pop, Latin pop, reggaeton, Afrobeats become global forces. Bedroom producers in DOS, Ableton, FL Studio democratize creation. AI generated music and virtual artists, for instance, Hatsune Miku, emerge. Renewed interest in historical performance practice and world music fusion. Quick time of game-changing moments. Okay, recap. So, music started 40,000 years before Christ and was invented through the first bone flutes. Whoa. First bone flutes. Imagine that. And then 1,000 years after Christ, Giulio d'Arezzo invents staff notation. 1607, Monteverdi's L'Orfeo, birth of opera. Opera! 1709, first public concerts in London. First public concerts in London. 1877, Edison invents phonograph, recorded sound. Edison. 1920s, electrical recording and radio. Radio. 1950s, rock and roll and magnetic tape. Rock and roll and magnetic tape. 1982, CD introduced. 1999, Napster, file sharing. 2008, Spotify launches streaming revolution. Spotify. 2020s, AI music tools Suno Audio become mainstream. Music has moved from ritual in oral tradition, written notation, mechanical reproduction, digital ubiquity, reflecting every major shift in human technology and society. Thank you, technology, for transforming music. This is the beautiful history of music. See you next time.